Since the beginning of 2025, I've seen a lot of people saying that YouTube is on easy mode, and I couldn't agree with them more. So at the beginning of 2025, my wife and I decided to start our own YouTube channels. And luckily for her, hers has taken off. As of 3 weeks ago, she has over 2,600 followers, over 1,900 watch hours, and only 3 videos. I manage my wife's account, and I want to share with you the things that I've done different with her channel and my channel. The number one thing that I've done different with her channel and my channel is that she niched down. She actually knew her audience and she knew who she was going to be targeting, versus me. I didn't know. My goal for starting YouTube was just to get in front of the camera and get out of my comfort zone. I'm usually the one that's behind the camera, and you know, this is just a whole new experience for me. So that's why I really haven't niched down. I've managed a couple of YouTube videos for a couple of churches, and I've been able to grow them from, like, I think one of them, whenever I picked it up, it had 1,900 subscribers, and I was able to grow that to about 500,000. So I do have some experience with that. And like I said, in my wife's case, she was able to start from 0 3 weeks ago as of today, and now she's gotten over 2,600 followers. But like I said, I'm just trying to put myself in front of the camera because I'm not used to it. So that's the number one thing. She niched down. And number two, I think one of the things that I did with her specifically is I worked on the SEO. I used a lot of keyword search, and then you can use TubeBuddy or vidIQ in order to research some of your titles. If anything, whenever you start a video, I would always start with the title first before you even hit record. Make sure that you go to, like I said, TubeBuddy, or even if you don't want to pay for none of those services, you can just go to YouTube search. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. But whenever you do a YouTube video, make sure that you always use keywords like how to cook, how to change the tire, how to, for ladies, how to do my makeup, what is the best blank, etc. You want to make sure that you optimize your video to get picked up by the algorithm, since YouTube is giving that opportunity to small content creator like us. Another thing that I would suggest for you to do is always improve. Make sure that every video you always improve something. I like to use what I call the 1% rule. What is 1% that I can do better than the previous video that I posted? The reason why is because you want to improve over time. It can be small things. It can be lighting technique, audio, framing, or even just maybe doing like a deeper search so your audience can get a higher value of what you're putting out there. Because remember, people are going to subscribe to you whenever you're giving value to them. Remember that YouTube is a marathon and not a sprint. I've seen a lot of small content creators that start off great with amazing quality videos, and they do a lot of great things from the beginning, but unfortunately they expect to see immediate results. Sometimes the algorithm is not going to pick up your video as fast as some other people, but you have to understand that you have to look at it in the long run. You have to have a 6 to 12 month mindset, because most channels take time to gain traction. Be patient and be consistent. Also, make sure that you engage with your community. Whenever somebody sends you a message, make sure that you respond to it promptly and quickly. Essentially, what you're trying to do is build a community, and if they can see the rapid response, they know that you care about them. Avoid burnout. One of the things that I try to do and I try to implement myself is try to batch record. I make sure that I have 3 to 4 videos at a time whenever I sit down like this, because some weeks you won't be able to record, and you also don't want to make your life evolve around YouTube. I always say, do something that's sustainable. And sometimes recording 1 video per week is not sustainable. I would also suggest for you to use a content calendar. I'm telling you, when you plan ahead, you avoid stress and you always know exactly what you have to post. You can break it down by month, you know, and that way you know exactly what you're going to be talking about that month, that week, and in each particular day. And finally, celebrate small wins. Remember that every view, every comment, and every subscriber is progress. That's it for this week's video, and I'll see you guys next week.